I don't know if Isaac went to talk to Celine. I did suggest it, but I don't know if he'll take my words. He's a smart person. I do trust that he wouldn't fall for Celine's deals or words. Hi, particles. How are you all today? I hope you're all doing well. I I don't know how I am. I'll be honest. The last few days have been hard, to say the least, but it's what happens at times, I guess. But it's fine. Stuff happens between everything. I don't blame anyone for it. I just don't like feeling like this, I guess. And I guess when your friends, people you consider family, do, I guess, things that you don't want them to, it hurts. I did suggest Isaac to talk to Slim, but I don't. I'm just worried people think Celine is better than me, I guess, because we share a face now. We don't share a personality, but I mean, I'm just Artemis at the end of the day. Not much I can do compared to Celine. Celine probably held near of everybody, where I've tried and failed quite a bit, but all I can do is try. But no, mostly particles. There's a reason I keep this room hidden from everyone. You know, to have somewhere for myself, I guess, away from others, where I can be myself a little bit more. But I don't have to worry about anyone finding me here. But it's getting late here. I have something to do in the morning, but we have to check on things first, obviously. Things to do around here. A lot of things. I mean, I did get another letter, but it's not exactly the most important thing right now. Other matters to deal with. I mean, keeping things hidden isn't harming anyone around here anyway. You two stopped in here, didn't you, last night? Wondered where do you had run off in the house? You seem to be able to push doors open enough to get through them, don't you? Yeah. uh, but I remember a couple, quite not too long ago, particles. Honey came round to help us bake a little bit, and he also apologised for some of their actions previous to that, when they had spoken to Celine and I don't know how to phrase it, to be honest. Let's go check on things. I keep cooking some cacti because green dye isn't the easiest to find, ironically, around here. There's not too many deserts, and not many people actually keep cactus around their places, shockingly, which is a surprise to me, especially since most of the time farms are a smart thing. As you can see, we've got a lot more forest fruit around. Just reminds me of home a little bit more, or what used to be home. I guess trying to merge my previous home and my new one together is nice. Yeah, and you remember the axolotls at the tavern, right? Look at them. They're all here now. We got a nice pond, which I'm also thinking about expanding a little bit. We're gonna have a little picnic area so they can interact with people. But look at them all. It's nice to see them around here. Feels like I'm at the tavern again to an extent. Um, but oh hello, Mr. Pig. There is something rather important we're doing today. I yeah. I thought we'd look at Jay's house first, obviously. I'm not putting off anything at all. Look at that. This is where, if you remember articles, this is where we had lunch. And this is Jay's house, which is kind of resembles her floating island one. It's very nice inside. It's very JS, as you can tell. There's even water. Yes, a lot of books, obviously. Makes sense though. Pen. I also recently learned about pens. They're very intriguing to me. But that is not what we are doing. I thought it would be nice to call a friend of an old friend from a couple of months ago who disappeared, hoping that she might be able to come back or at least give me an answer of some sort. Um, I think 7 crystals should be enough. I, I honestly, I don't know if actually. I do want to talk to Karma. I do. She's my friend. She's the first person who helped me out when I was here. The way Jay, the way Jay spoke about summoning or to an extent calling Karma was to reach out and concentrate. And that is what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try my best. I mean, I've practiced magic between now and then, so I might be able to do it. I don't know. I mean, I put a magical field around the place just in case I didn't want to getting damaged. And I remember from my original summoning circle, what was there? There was skull, um, plant stuff, um, a wither rose. But I can't say it's going to work because I honestly don't know. I just want, I just want somebody who wants to talk to me. And I can't really say I know if Palmer wants to talk to me because I haven't seen her. Sure, she like blue orchids. A flower between me and Jay, and I'd like to keep one on me. Okay, I believe in myself. I can do this. I mean, Jay taught me how to do it, so just focus, reach out to them, and focus is what Jay said. Okay, she never really said if I had to say anything, but I hope you're out there, Karma, somewhere. I don't know where. I hope you're safe, but I need my friend. I need her back. I need somebody who wants to talk to me. Karma, and I mean, this is probably proof no one wants to talk to me. Karma, but mm, Karma.
Artemis?
Um,
Hello.
I
Are you alright?
I'm fine. How are you? I
Artemis Hermes, are you okay?
I'm fine.
I saw the tears, Artemis. It's okay. At me, please. There you are. I'm sorry for the abrupt entrance on your part, but well, considering what you were trying to do, I didn't think I could just leave you waiting, I guess.
Yeah,
Why is it you're so upset?
just a lot going on.
Well, if there's a time to talk, it's now. This is the most protected area in the valley, where we stand right now. No one can hear us. Safe. And I want to talk to you.
She's not reachable,
Really
is
talk.
she?
Not right now. Not by most people. I. The spell I taught you is a calling spell.
Mm-hmm.
It's to reach out to people who are within an area It's not a summoning. A summoning for a demon like Karma, that to truly summon Karma, that requires far more magic than even I possess. Something like that requires a sacrifice of thousands.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to call her?
I mean, not many of us want to talk. Carmen was always there.
I'm here. You know that I'm here for you, right?
With Selena around, I don't know anymore.
It's nothing but a pest. A thorn in everyone's side, even if they don't realize it or not. They might have stolen your face, but that doesn't mean anything. Cheap trick, in my book. They just want to make you feel small.
Well,
You don't deserve to feel that way.
they're doing a great job at it. I mean, it's not that hard when you've always been second best. Now you're second best to the person that stole your face.
You truly think you're second best to her? She has no empathy, no want for people. She uses them. Eventually, anyone who goes to her for aid will realize that she just wants what they can offer her. You care about people, and people care about you, and they know, well, I like to think they'd know the difference between someone who genuinely feels something and someone who might only ever want to take from them.
So do I.
I'm sorry it's been so hard. I knew when they changed their form to match you that it would be a lot, but I I don't know. I
No,
should have taken more consideration for how you felt, tried to talk to you more, but I've just
I mean, it's not something that any of us have had to gone
been
through.
a lot.
Have to tell some. I've never had to tell someone yet. By the way, someone stolen your face. No,
Not a common predicament, unfortunately. Maybe if it was, we'd understand how to deal with them better, but
perhaps.
that's not all, is it? It's not the only thing you're upset about.
No. Um,
Good time. We have all the time in the world. I have all the time for you.
I don't know if I want to say it. 'Cause if I
It
say it, it makes it real.
it's just as real if you don't. The only difference is you're the only one who has to carry the burden.
But I don't know if it's something I want you to carry, Jay.
Carry the world for you, Artemis. If only you'd let me, please. I just want to help.
We know how um every other month I'd go on, I'd disappear, right?
I had noticed. Yes.
I was visiting Apollo every other month.
That makes sense.
I haven't visited him for a while.
And
Um,
what does that mean?
um, He's gone. Yeah.
Gone?
Yeah.
You mean he's gone? Gone.
He's gone.
I. How?
I truly don't really know. Oh,
Oh,
the last
I'm so sorry.
the last time I went to visit, he apparently went to some ruins because they were causing some trouble. There was something going on, and Apollo, being Apollo, went to investigate it, and no one went to check if he had died because it was too dangerous until I went to see my brother, and I was the one who found him.
I. I'm so sorry, Artemis. You shouldn't. That shouldn't have had to happen.
It's life, you know.
It might be life, but you don't deserve such tragedy in yours. I'm truly sorry.
It's life, though. People pass away, people die. Life's a fickle thing. I mean, I've been surrounded by death most of my life, so
Mm, and yet you're still here.
and I don't know why.
There's something special about you. I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but if Karma saw it, then there's definitely something.
It might be my weird soul of some sort.
Potentially. I mean, it's not it's not every day someone brings himself back from the dead.
It's not every day you have a broken soul either. That's where it was Celine phrased it anyway.
I mean, you really need to define what broken means. Your soul is different from anyone else's that I've seen. Looks different, feels different in its energy, but if your soul was truly broken, you wouldn't be standing before me.
It might be broken in a different way then. That's the thing.
Potentially. But you're still here,
Yeah.
and that is something I'm thankful for.
How have you been?
I mean, well, it's hard to explain, really. Um, I suppose I have some explaining to do.
Yeah.
A lot, to be honest, but
I mean,
the
I'm not going anywhere.
I mean, despite being a fae, I really aren't the most truthful.
Really, I hadn't noticed.
You always have a way of seeing through my thinly veiled um explanations for things.
You get to know someone, you pick up the way they talk.
I mean, just because I can't directly lie doesn't mean I can't avoid the truth.
Trust me, I know.
It's a thing every Fae learns eventually, but I suppose that's why we're here.
Yeah,
My biggest secret in the valley, this room, the last place I saw Karma.
yeah. But you hadn't seen her for the day since the day of the temple. You never said you didn't see her last at the temple like the rest of us.
Very precise and very astute of you to notice. But, well, what else can I expect? No. Karma. Karma and I are a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the easiest thing to say is connected in simple terms. I am a powerful fae within my own right. I've spent years studying and learning and gathering all magical knowledge that I can, but there are some things that are even out of my reach.
Yeah,
And for the longest time, the only thing out of my reach was companionship.
yeah,
I was alone.
yeah.
I was alone for thousands and thousands of years, and call me crazy, but for some reason, I decided the best way to make a friend was to test my magical knowledge and try and summon a demon princess of all things, one of the most powerful beings in the plane.
I mean, go big or go home, right?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it worked. Far too much
Obviously.
blood on my hands to know that it worked.
Yeah.
That's why I was always able to summon them when you first arrived. I suppose you could call them a patron,
Yeah.
I guess. They enhance my magic, and well, I came to Mythrill Valley for them. They wanted to help this place fix what had happened all those years ago, but no, they can't make it easy for me.
Karma
They're
never
a
does.
demon. They have to hide things and make me find them on my own. I didn't know they were going to take those books that I found. I didn't know Stephen was Cloudy's father. I didn't know the temple even existed. But
Some things are secrets for a reason, I guess, at times.
she wanted more people to know than me.
Yeah.
She wanted people to be interested and not just have me running around as a messenger.
I mean, it worked, doesn't it?
It worked until she was hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe if it hadn't been for removing the love potion from me, she would have been strong enough to deal with it, but
Even if she didn't remove the love potion, she might not have been. We don't know.
we don't
And
know.
if you stole that love potion on Jay, we wouldn't be in the situation. You wouldn't have been there. Someone could have
if I
died.
if I still have that love potion on me, I'd be a mindless slave to a maniac witch
Exactly.
and a shape-shifting menace. Still, I can't help but feel somewhat responsible for her getting hurt.
I felt responsible for Celine being here because I hid a letter. Not even a
There was
letter.
nothing on you. Karma had warned me that Celine would show up the minute she had to leave.
But the thing
But
is, Karma's injury is nothing on you, Joe. Karma would have protected any, or it would have protected us most likely. Either way.
She would have.
So how can you fault yourself for someone else's actions?
I know. But if she was here, Selena wouldn't be a problem. But right now, or at least I, have been biding my time, waiting for her to be strong enough to return so we can sort this mess out, all the while trying to figure it out for ourselves.
Yeah.
But it's
And we are all doing the things we can.
difficult.
We're doing the best. And Karma's doing what she can, even though she's not here.
How did this turn into you comforting me when,
I mean, I'm a
well,
therapist, Jay. What you expecting? Then
unlicensed therapist
they don't know
Artemis?
that.
I do,
I keep telling them
though.
to. I'm not the one who. That place is gone. They keep coming to me. Not my fault. What is my problem now? What they don't know doesn't hurt. I
But I
mean,
don't know, might not hurt, but again,
how to get
you
over
don't need to
my.
shoulder everything on your own.
I mean, how am I trying? How am I meant to get over my stuff? Helping others out. That's the answer. That was the answer.
I mean, I would say don't bottle it up, but I'm not a great example.
Exactly.
Well, the floor is open. I'm sure you've had things you've been wanting to call me out on. Is there anything you wish to ask?
I won't say call you out on. It's just I would like to know my friend better.
I.
I don't know much about your past fully. I can guess you don't really have, or had, I don't know, the best relationship with your parents, considering you never bring them up.
uh, it's, a difficult thing. Like I said, I was alone for so long, and, well,
Mm-hmm.
Karma's the only person I've ever shared much of myself with. I guess we could always read each other like a book, but no, I didn't have a great relationship with my parents. I barely knew one of them, and, well, I've told you of how I spent, or how I've been imprisoned many, many times in my life.
Yeah.
The first was by my mother. You see,
She's dead,
the
right?
fake. Oh, she's dead. She is long, long dead. They both are.
Yeah.
Stabbed each other through the heart right in front of me.
Oh,
You see, I've told you before, well, you asked about the elves of the Night Court.
she did.
The court destroyed in the war against the Day Court. Well, they had a very long standing feud, going on hundreds of thousands of years to the point they couldn't even remember why they hated each other. But
They just
at
hated
one
each
point
other.
in time, exactly, pointless bickering on either side, but at one point in time, they decided to make amends. The kings of each court came
Aggression.
together and decided to, what is the word? Um, have negotiations for
Yeah.
how to come to a peaceful resolution between the two courts. The King of the Day Court wanted money, wanted an army, things a king would usually request.
I understand that point of
But,
view.
of course, but the King of the Night Court, he was a bit more concerned with protecting the future. See,
Yeah.
he knew that any alliance made between him and the King of the Day Court could fall in a matter of years if
Something
whoever took
happened.
the throne after them had something happened. Exactly. So, instead, he did something rather devious.
Mm-hmm.
His one request was a child, his own
Oh,
child, born from the princess of the Night Court, an heir to both courts, so that if either royalty perished, she would rule both, and the courts would be united forcefully. There'd be no more bickering, no more war, no more fighting. Just one rightful heir to both of two of the most powerful courts in the Fey realm. Now, knowing how smart you are, Artemis, you can probably piece together that the King of the Night Court was my father,
Yeah.
and the Princess of the Day Court was my mother. The problem with their agreement was whilst Fays are forced to uphold any promise and vow that they make, that vow wasn't made between my mother and father, it was made between the kings.
Yeah.
So, after perusing through the Night Court for so many years, trying to have a child, after I was born, my mother asked for a moment alone with me and spirited me out of the kingdom,
And just
all the way
left
to
you.
the Day Court. Yep. Locked me in the castle, and no one knew what to do. They couldn't force her to give me back. She had a claim on me, being my mother, but she didn't have my true name. That
Yeah.
my father chose. So they went to war.
And then both courts fell.
They did. After thousands of years of fighting, of me being unable to leave the Day Court's castle, well, the Night Court's army finally broke through the barriers. The king of the Day Court took soldiers to the Night Court. He escaped being a coward that he was, took his army to the Night Court while his kingdom was sieged.
So he just left
My father,
innocent people to die.
yes, as well as me and my mother. My father found where I was the first time I met him, and he was he was so kind. He was gonna take me away from that prison. He was gonna give me an actual life.
You're gonna be a person.
I was gonna get to be more than just a possession. And then she came in and stabbed him straight through the heart. It was a miracle that he managed to end her in time before he lost his last breath, but they both fell before me.
Yeah.
And some soldiers found me, took me to another court, raised me till they started to figure out who I was, the others. They don't talk of the blight that was the falling of two great courts very lightly, or what its cause was. And then from that point on, I was on my own. Alone in the Feywild, wandering the wilderness.
I like to think of it happened for a reason. Without it, we wouldn't be friends. Without it, you might have never met Karma, or anyone here, or even Sky.
You're correct of that. I.
With all, with all darkness and failures and war, there's still light on the other side.
I know.
There's always a reason.
Trust me, I know, Stardust. There.
You were the reason your father was fighting, though, Jay. That's the thing. You were the light in that war for him.
I simply wish I
And
could have known him more, but
he knows the great things you're doing. It's
it's okay.
Some
I
people say as parents never leave us, that they're always watching over us.
It's a conclusion I came to
Apart from your mother,
along.
she's out there somewhere I don't really care about,
Oh,
honestly.
she can burn in the pits for all I care, but it's been. I've led a long life,
Yeah,
Artemis. As much tragedy as I have faced, I wouldn't change anything that has happened to me. I wouldn't change all the things that I've learned or things I would have experienced. The people who I've met and the circumstances that I've been in might be unfortunate, but fate has a way of pushing things in the right direction. And I know for now, at least, I'm where I'm meant to be. That this is what I'm meant to be doing. That I was meant to meet you and Sky and Karma and everyone else in the valley. But having faced so many wars and other
terrible things.
things, I want to stop whatever is happening here. I want to help Karma save the valley from whatever happened all those years ago. We can't turn back the clock, but
We can
we can
always
stop
make it
history
better.
from repeating itself.
We can.
I don't know fully what Celine is planning. I don't know if Warren is going to become a problem in the future, but what I do know is that ever since I've came here, I've learned so much, and there is so much more to learn. There's so many people to help. And so long as I can, I'm going to try and help people. I'm not a good person.
Who is a good person, Jay?
An exact question,
That's the thing.
but
Everyone's done bad things, but it's the reason why we do them is what makes us a bad person.
I
Yeah,
have done many bad things in my life, but I always try to make sure that the good that I do outweighs the bad.
exactly. Yeah, I people consider killing someone terrible, and it is, but
Depends on who, depends on what they did or why you did it.
that's the thing. I've killed
There are so many more
many
factors
people,
to this life. If knowing karma has taught me anything, it's that the bad people do can always be outweighed.
and that's the thing. Like in the end, I killed people to protect others, but here I killed them to survive, and some people wouldn't say that's a valid reason to end
Did
someone's
you
life.
say slaughtering a village to get a friend was a valid reason?
Depends on the village, to be honest.
Given I did see them torture a hybrid child, so
I would say so.
I
Then
think
yeah,
it was just then. I
talk.
tried to pick my targets based on deeds, but, well, even still, can't really account for every person who died that day. There's a lot. I don't know. Surprisingly, going forward, there is a lot that we need to figure out, but
But we'll do it together.
we'll do it together, and that means you don't need to shoulder these things on your own anymore. If you are distressed about something or upset, I'm here for you to talk to. I'm sure Karma would be as well if they weren't still healing in the demon plane. Like I said, they always saw you as their special little pearl.
Why does everyone like shiny things?
Oh, I mean, you are quite dazzling, Stardust. I will say.
That's besides the point.
Is it though? Is it really?
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's always the shiny things, though, Che. I don't think you understand. It's always the shiny things.
Oh, little magpies.
Why?
I mean, how should I know?
You know karma.
Crystals are pretty, okay? They shiny, they special, they purple. You're purple, kind of.
I wear purple things. I'm not purple.
Your eye is purple. Your hair used to be purple. I'm
Well, it's
correct.
not purple anymore.
It used to be.
Well,
It's
I know,
got a tint. It's got a sheen.
yeah,
In the right light, it's slightly tinted purple.
I know someone who used to be purple. Well, he is still purple, but like he's only half purple. I think you get along. You like purple things anyway, but
Trying to figure out if you're swooning for that person again.
no. But
Received any more letters?
yes,
I'm glad. Oh. I wouldn't be a fae if I didn't try and tease a little bit. You do know this.
I know.
Yeah.
I have flower.
You are precious. You do know this.
You're special to me.
Special to me too, Stardust. I never really had a proper friend before Sky and before Karma. But, well, the two of them are rather special cases.
I lived in a mountain when you met me. From a
Oh,
different, from a
yes. Oh,
different.
I've only been here for a week. No, you've been there for a while, stranger. You've been there for a while. I don't know what grass is.
I mean, I didn't know any of you, so what you expecting me to do? Tell you
Yeah,
the truth about everything?
there's playing dumb, and there's playing dumb.
I didn't know you people. I didn't know how smart people were. It worked every
Oh.
other time I played that trick on people.
Oh, mortals. Idiots, all of them. That's an exaggeration, but idiots, most of them.
True, honestly.
Oh, I swear, I swear. Oh,
I mean, it may come to a shock. I used to be a bit of a prankster back home. Which is why
I
I'm good at
mean,
lying.
it's rather funny. You should mention that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, when you first came here, you would oftentimes compare me to your brother, or
Mm-hmm.
both being scholars and such, but,
Yeah.
well, you always reminded me of Karma a bit, in truth. As strange as that may sound, you both hide your true feelings and thoughts in different ways, but similar enough, I suppose.
Yeah. Um,
Oh.
I don't know if it was. I think it was Karma I mentioned this to. But,
Hmm.
um, I mentioned that she reminded me of Loki when I first met her after the logs. Well, the second time we spoke with the log books and just making a game,
I see.
making us go on a goose chase for information and just watching while we would find out some terrible things.
Yeah, there's just so many parallels you can draw between people when you're fond of them, when you miss them. I think what really reminds me of karma
Mm.
is your scar. I don't think you've ever seen hers before, but she has one
Mm-hmm.
right in the same place that yours is.
Yeah.
Got it the same way too, actually. Not being banished from the end, of course, but being banished from this world,
Yeah.
forced back into the demon plane. I suppose the biggest difference between you is, well, Loki loved you
Yeah.
with all his heart. Lauren could never love Karma, even though she tried. God, she tried. I guess that's part of the reason why I worry.
Yeah.
Warren's the one who banished her back to the demon plane. Warren, most likely, is the one to hurt her at the temple.
Most likely.
If he's interfering in that degree, then what is he doing and what is he planning and where is he?
He seems like somebody who's playing a long game.
Hmm.
I think he's waiting for time and a moment to show up. He's waiting for
Hmm.
something. We just don't know what yet.
Charlie is certainly terrified. Just the thought of his name
Yeah.
sends them running. Karma seems pretty adamant at keeping them out of this place. After being banished, you've, well,
Yeah.
come to your senses a bit. After all, there's only so much a bleeding heart can do to prevent its break off after so long. But, well, I guess that's why she wanted to be here. I'm not sure how much of that makes sense, but
I understand. I think out of everyone I probably understand the most.
even the demon of right and wrong has a couple too many wrongs under her belt. But she's working to fix it. This needs to get back here. I'm hoping it won't take too long.
She always has a thing for timing. She always knows when she's
That she
needed.
does. Knowing her, she might just wait till I have to call her. Wouldn't that be fun?
But I mean, we might not be waiting too long as well. Who knows? She's Karma. She's a princess of the demon plane.
Oh, not quite as on time as you would expect, though. She prefers to be fashionable.
Honestly, times I hate people showing up. My for me least favorite thing was having to be at place on time. Even though
Too
I'm,
many fancy parties for you.
yeah, you don't understand how painful they were. They were so annoying at times.
I can only imagine.
If I had a choice, I wouldn't go to them. But
Uh,
I mean, with people I knew and people I was related to end with it's not really a choice when your partner is literally a prince of the place. You don't. You have to.
Mm.
You have no choice.
The unfortunate things of being related to royalty, am I right?
I don't. I don't want to be royalty. If I had a choice.
You think I wanted to? We both have to suffer. Or had to, I suppose.
Mm.
Hmm.
But
Well, I guess for now our problems are a bit bigger than parties and balls and poofy sleeved outfits.
I mean, you are the best tailor around, so
Oh, you do flatter me far too much. You're not getting any freebies. I'm kidding, you can have all the freebies. Anything
no.
for you.
Stop it.
Never, never.
Every time I show up at my house after I've been away,
It's your fault for giving me your dress size.
how am I meant to assume that? Oh yeah, I'll come back home. There will just be something that no.
To do when you go on your little trips away without telling me, and I miss you. To
Um,
make you a dress, then you have to stay so you can wear it and I can see it.
see that?
Foolproof plan on my part.
No, that's why you do remind me of Loki. You did, because
Everything has a reason, Artemis.
he would do the exact same thing.
Oh, buy you extra shiny things.
You saying I'm not shiny enough?
Of course you're shiny enough. How dare you even assume that? How dare you, Stardust? I can't believe you. Oh,
I've missed you.
I missed you too. And I'm sorry it took me so long to be open about things.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think either of us are used to having people we can rely on.
it's okay taking time because it takes time to process, and even then, you don't know if you want to tell people.
I
I mean,
mean,
I didn't know if I even want to say that Apollo was dead.
I do appreciate you telling me, and I won't tell anyone else. I mean, it's your brother, it's your thing to share, but I might not have known him for a long time, but he was a wonderful man. I will miss him.
I will too, but I know he would be happy. I mean, he's with my parents now.
That he is. I'm sure they're having a wonderful time watching over you. And I'm sure Apollo is making fun of you every time you read a note from Loki about
Stop
how
it.
sweet you guys are. And
They don't even know he's gone, Jay. They asked, they asked me to say hello to him from them. And they can't do that.
do you think you'll tell them?
Probably they deserve to know. Knew they knew him the longest as well. I mean, Loki's parents, like, I didn't afraid they were our parents as well. As families were really close because of they came to the overworld together before the war.
Well, when you do write to tell them, make sure they know that you're not alone. I'm not going to let anything happen to you.
And I'm not gonna let anything happen to you, Twilight.
You want a pinky swear on it?
Yeah. You can't down me now.
Oh, I feel like I'm 1,000 years old again. Oh. Oh, we need to do this more often. Little secret meeting place. We can have sleepovers.
I've missed it when it's just been me and you at times.
We do definitely need to make more time for each other and ourselves.
Yeah,
There's just simply so much going on.
indeed.
That does remind me, we do have that flying lesson coming up soon. Oh, joys.
I'm sure it will be fine.
It's not that I'm worried about, it's the beginner flyers. Ugh.
I'm sure it will be fine. I
If one
mean,
of them starts crying over scraping a knee, I am going to scream.
okay. Well, do you know what we do? We push them off a tree and then they fall in the water if they land. So,
See, I thought you were going to say a cliff, and I was going to agree.
honestly, we can do a cliff. The tavern's on a cliff, so it might be about a
I mean, if we
shout.
push them off my island, it is above the water.
If we push them off the
uh,
tavern, they could hit the ground, and maybe they'll learn the lesson to fly of why they should fly.
or they could die, but I guess this is where
That's their
Charlie's leading the
problem.
lesson and not us.
I mean, I think I'd be a great flying lesson instructor, personally.
Oh, I mean, I'm a much more practical learner and
Oh,
teacher than I
yeah,
am a
same.
explain. I'd probably just grab them, fly myself, and drop them.
I'd push them,
They're
like,
all just little
just.
baby birds at the
They
end of the
are just
day, aren't
literally
they?
just off you
I
go.
mean, baby Fury and oh, it's the angel's coming, isn't she?
Yeah, I believe Honey
I do
is.
believe Jelly mentioned that to me
Yeah,
one
Honey
evening.
mentioned it to me when we were baking as well.
Ah, I see, I see. Yes. So, surprisingly enough, Jelly doesn't like jelly donuts.
Oh, I've heard. I felt insulted that they assumed highly. I don't know.
I know, how dare they disrespect your baking?
I put my whole heart into bacon, thank you.
I know, and they're delicious. I guess some people just don't have taste.
But yeah, probably not. But
Oh.
is there a way to like me to get home, or am I stuck now?
Oh, I can send you back if you want to leave me so soon.
I don't want to leave, but I
No, I
gotta
know, I'm sure
gotta go build a
you've had.
grave, Jay.
Yes, I was going to say, I'm sure you have more important things
Nothing's
to
more
go and
important than
do.
you.
Well, I suppose I'll be sure to come visit soon. I'll bring more flowers for Apollo.
I appreciate that.
Of course, of course. Okay. Are you ready for some magic?
Yeah. Probably not, but yeah.
I love you, Stardust.